Here is the short synopsis of tropical softline monster fish. So if you don't want to watch this video, you don't have to. First of all, the pellet size is fantastic. It's great for bigger fish, but because it is soft, you can break it up and feed smaller fish as well, which is a fantastic option. Second thing in it is that the ingredients in this are very solid. It's a very good lineup of food that is in here, which makes it fantastically balanced for your predator fish and your bigger fish, which is what you're going to be feeding this to. Thirdly, there is a very high amount of carotenoids in here, which brings out a lot of reds and oranges in your fish. So if you have red fish like Oscars, for example, this here is really going to intensify their color. On with the video. Tropical softline monster fish. Let's talk about it. So this is designed for bigger fish. It's on the back of the container for 15 centimeter size fish, and this is the pellet that it comes in. So it's a good size, it's fairly chunky. I can absolutely see why it is designed for bigger fish for the size pellet that it is. However, it's quite soft, hence softline. So if you want to feed it to slightly smaller fish, it's easy enough to break up. And that is exactly what I did when I first got my Jag cichlid. It was a little bit too big for him, so I broke them up like that, fed it into it. There was no troubles at all. So I thought that was a really positive thing of this food. It's obviously the softline product, but because it was a little bit softer, it made the ability to feed slightly smaller fish really easy. Unfortunately, this doesn't have like a nutritional breakdown like a lot of foods do, so I can't give you the sort of percentage breakdown, but I can tell you some of the ingredients listed from top to bottom. We've got mollusks, crustacean, yes, I'm reading from a list, krill meal, squid meal, shrimp meal, insect larvae, algae, fruit, and vegetable derivatives. So it's really packing in a lot of the really good stuff in there. I'm very excited that it has insect meal in it. That's a massive positive for me. I know a lot of predator fish, which this is basically designed for, will still eat insects. Looking at the likes of Oscars, for example, they eat a lot of insects, they eat snails and that sort of stuff in the wild. So the fact they've included insects in this is a massive bonus for me as well. This is definitely designed for your predator style fish. The inclusion of the krill, and looking at the back of the container, the shrimp and the calnus, I'm not pronouncing properly, and the red pepper, which is obviously the vegetable extracts, has a lot of carotenoids in it, which will increase reds and orange coloration in your fish. So if you have red and orange fish, this will bring out a lot of color from them as well. On the nose, container's getting a little bit low, so it's a little bit harder. Doesn't smell harsh by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not smelling like garlic or anything like that, so I don't think there's any garlic in it. And it's not smelling particularly fishy, if that makes sense. It just smells like a general fish food without anything really overpowering it. It tells me possibly there's a really good balance of what's actually in this food. I'm going to say it smells like red, but I think that is because the pellet itself is red. Right, let's get to feeding it. So this is the size pellet. Like I said, it's definitely designed for your bigger fish, but it's soft enough, most of them, to break up. It's a nice big cross section. It's a lovely red colour, which I believe is set and will help bring out the reds in your fish. The only fish that I've got that are similar to a monster fish at the moment are my frontosa. So we'll see how they go. Oh, Grumpy Gus knows something's happening. So as you can see there, I'm breaking them up. The loop here, pretty happy with it. Floats relatively well. And now they're into it. So the ones that I haven't broken up are still floating. The ones I have broken up are falling down. I do like the fact that these are bigger pellets, but they're soft enough to break up. I'm also a big fan of soft pellets as opposed to harder pellets. So after recording the bits saying that the high carotenoids brings out a lot of reds and oranges in your fish, I remember someone coming in looking at the back the other day saying that these alupii are looking particularly vibrant and very bright at the moment. They're basically getting fed exclusively this food as well as some rapashi, so I suspect that it is the colour enhancing carotenoids that are in this tropical softline monster food that is beginning to bring out these oranges and these yellows and these reds in these very, very pretty fish. Container size is 320 grams. I've had this container for approximately 6 months now, feeding a Jag and an Oscar for a couple of months, and the rest has been on the Frontosa, feeding them probably every second day with this, and I'm nearly empty now, so not bad as far as longevity for time goes. Just give you a gauge of how much we feed to how many fish, whether that'll last you any longer or not. I do note on the back of it, it has a high dose of beta-glucan, which improves fish immunity. I don't know how to prove that. I can tell you, however, my fish haven't been sick when feeding it. I don't know if that helps or not. This is not a product that we stock because we don't deal in monster fish. We do have other softline tropical fish in the range on the shelf because we carry fish that will eat it. I literally only bought this to feed my fish and to give it a try and see what I thought. Overall, I am pretty happy with this product. If we stocked and sold bigger fish, we would definitely be having this on the shelf as well. There we have it, my thoughts on tropical softline monster fish. We don't carry this product because we do not cater for big monster fish, but if we did, I would absolutely have this product on the shelf. I hope this has helped you decide what to buy, what to try, and maybe what to avoid in the future for your fish keeping journey. I hope this has helped you. If it has, please share this video, like this video, and if you've got any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below and I'll help answer them as much as I can. Have a good one, team, happy fish keeping, and catch you later.